You're what's poppin', fam? It's your man Xavier Brand on MIC with my girl,
Desi T.
my man's,
Austin McCall.
and welcome to another episode of Voices of Industries Unfiltered. Man, we appreciate everybody who's been subscribing. Austin, we got our subscribers up, huh?
We do got our subscribers up. Why don't you become one? VIS Unfiltered ATL on YouTube. I think the TikTok is the same.
First of all, TikTok is doing its thing.
Yeah, shout out to
It's doing-
TikTok.
Shout out to
y'all.
TikTok, okay? It is running around. My friends have been like, yo, y'all just popping up.
Yo, I will say people have been saying, I see y'all all the time.
Yes,
like,
I
how
love
much
that.
do y'all post? Which means our strategy is working.
That sounds great. That sounds really good.
Yeah, so definitely tap in with us, drop a comment. We may respond, we may not. You know
No,
what
I'm
I'm
going to
saying?
respond.
Oh, yeah, Desi be in the comments.
If I see something I know y'all be telling me not to do that, but I got something to say.
Yeah, at me if you got something to say, all right? But yeah, so Des, we missed you last episode.
Yes.
Well, first of all, where were you? And
I went back home to Virginia. No, shout out to the 757. Is it appropriate to say, the Clips album just came out?
Yes, it did, and it's phenomenal so far.
Yes. So shout out to the Clips. And also, if you haven't seen it, Piece by Piece by Pharrell is on Netflix as well. I'm just going to put it all out there, So it's really cool to see him represent, like, the beach. Like, where he grew up at is literally down the street. So everything that he's saying is just... Anyways, I love it all. But, yeah, I went back home to Virginia. I go back at least once a year. Took Sage. We went to the water park. I went to the beach.
What kind of water park they got up there?
It ain't nothing.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you go to my TikTok, you'll see that I did post something about it. But, it's called Ocean
Did you
Breeze.
slander him? What did you
No.
post?
It's just a nostalgic place to be because I
okay.
grew up there.
What's the name of it?
Ocean Breeze.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Ocean
real
Breeze.
light. Yeah, it's real light. But I used to go there every summer, or not every summer, like because
Yeah,
it's down the
frequently.
street.
Yeah.
And like sometimes, or when I was growing up, they had it like $5 or half off. After a certain time, or half off during the summertime or whatever. So,
Y'all don't have Six Flags out there? I mean, water. What is it? What's it
Water
called?
Country,
Wet and Wild.
wet and wild.
Oh,
Hold on,
we
we
got-
all three just said different. What the fuck are you
Oh,
talking?
you talking about Wet and Wild is another water park that's
You took
really,
your kids to Wet and Wild?
Where is wet and wild?
They got one in North
What they do
Carolina.
with that crucial?
They got shut up. They got Wet and Wilds in different. It's like a water park brand or whatever like that.
Interesting.
No, I mean White Waters.
Oh, white water.
Our whitewater, our whitewater is called Water Country, which is over there by Busch Gardens, and
Okay.
so it's further. It's like an hour and a half out.
Yeah.
So that's a bigger water park, but Ocean Breeze is pretty chill. But Ocean Breeze is also like a mile away from the beach itself. So,
Okay.
But yeah, it was cool to take him there, and it smells the same, it looks the same. I actually fell in love at that water park. So like every time I go, I be like,
Like this weekend?
Whoa. Right. I'm like,
No,
I'm like, you met somebody this
No,
weekend.
I'm saying in high school, I fell in love at that water park with somebody. It felt like straight up out of a rom-com type of situation.
It'd be like
Oh,
that.
were you saw the Proud Family when it was on TV?
Yes.
Yo, you remember when Penny went on that date with the dude? Yo, I had that date. Like, I've done that. Like, you just made me think of that.
Recall the day. Let me
No, I'm like, you remember the dude picked her up with the hat and the big teeth?
Oh, yeah.
He picked her up, and I was just like, damn, I can't wait till I'm older. And then I did it when I was older. I didn't even realize it. Like, going to pick, that's a big moment.
What
you looking at? Yo,
I'm waiting for you to explain.
Yeah,
what is the big moment that you're explaining?
going on like a day, like that first late night date, or like you get your license and it's the first time y'all go like on a late night drive or whatever. Just
Yeah. That's
chopping it up, acting like y'all grown.
That is a big
I used to
moment.
come on, man. Back in the day,
yes.
sneak and take my home car drive to Georgia State. Oh, you didn't do that?
No, I did. I grew up in Virginia. No, I didn't do that. But nah. So it was cool going to Ocean Breeze and all of that. I thought I was going to see some friends.
Sage be swimming.
You had a heavy on the thought. What's that about?
You know what? It's happened over the years so many times. Like, it don't even really get to me, but I still give it a chance because these are friends. I don't even know. Are they even friends considered anymore? But, like, I go home every year, and I'm like, I'll hit them up, and I'll be like, hey, y'all, like, I'm in town, but nobody really pushes to, like, actually kick it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, in the back of my head, I'd be like, yo, I traveled X amount of miles to get here, and you can't even give me a little bit of time or come see me or come pick me up because, it depends on if I drive or if I fly. And the car that I usually drive in Virginia isn't working right now, so I can't meet nobody halfway. But why do I have to meet anybody halfway when I've already flew miles away? You know what I'm saying? And so again, every year I give it a shot. Every year I give it a chance because I do miss my friends from high school specifically, or people that I like kicked it with. Because it's nice to like just
Reminisce.
It's nice to reminisce. It's nice to see. It's nice to like whatever. But there's also a part of me that's like, I can't keep doing this because, again, I've already driven or flew and spent money taking miles, to get here, and nobody's making an initiative. I made the initiative already.
Now, here's a question. How much advance notice have you given them that you coming in?
Oh, it's sometimes months. It's
Okay.
sometimes like, the only person I did see was my best friend from middle school and high school, but she stopped by because it did rain in Virginia. So, it was just like a little bit was a little gloomy to a certain extent. And so when I was like, hey, girl, like, that one was on me because she was like, I'm putting it on my calendar. Just let me know, da-da-da-da. And we just didn't really communicate. It was just off of Instagram. So that one was on me. But then I was like, hey, girl, I know it's the 4th of July, but I'm leaving the next day. She was like, okay, I'll swing by. Like, it was nothing for her to say, I'm going to swing by and come see you. Mm-hmm. So, I told her a while ago for her to put it on the calendar. But anybody else, it's like, oh, I'm coming home. Like, okay, that's what's up. I can't wait to see you. Like, let's figure something out. And then nothing gets figured out.
You know what? I find that same situation happened to me. You know what I'm saying?
Like here? Or when you go to
when I
go
to New York, or more so when I go to Charlotte than when I go to New York. When I go to New York,
it's family, right?
Yeah, it's family, and then I got friends there, and I'll make the way to go try to see them as long as they got availability. But when I go back to Charlotte, it's and I got to take some responsibility. Sometimes I'm only there for a day or a short period of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm in and out, and and sometimes I'll just pop. I'll be like, hey, yo, I'm coming. Let me know if you're free. This past time I went, I gave people like at least a week notice or two, and I was like, hey, I'm coming, whatever like that. Only my cousin was the only one that could be able to.
But do you pull up on them? Like when you get there, do you pull up on them?
I will pull up, but I also ask like, yo, are you around? Are you free? You know what I'm saying? I think the time before that I went and I was there for like a night, and I was like, hey, man, I'm coming in town. You want to go grab some lunch? You want to go grab some food? And they was like, oh, I got plans, or whatever like that. And I think what I had to recognize is that we're all adults now with our own lives.
I get it.
And everybody can't drop at the, drop of a dime what they doing to come see me.
And I get it.
But at the same time, I think you make time for who you want to make time for. And if I'm not a significant person in your life, then you're not gonna make time for me. And I had to realize, like, I gotta stop treating people I always want to treat people the way I want to be treated.
Yeah.
But everybody's not gonna do that to
Right.
me. So therefore, I need to adjust my expectations accordingly,
Right.
or how I deal with you.
Yeah.
So if I'm always coming into town and I'm reaching out, but you ain't reaching out to me, or if I find out you in Atlanta and you ain't hit me up, or if you're not even trying to make an effort, I got to realize the next time I come,
that's how I feel now.
I probably don't need to reach out to you because I'm more than likely not a high priority in your life.
Yeah.
And that's hard to stomach because you would think like those high school, middle school relationships you cultivated for so long. It was like there's people who was at my house every single weekend.
Same.
And I was at theirs every
Same.
single weekend.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? We partied together. We went to school together. We did all this stuff. And it's like, you don't even talk to them no more. You don't even, put forth an effort to try. I think, but I try to be considerate of like, you know what, man? You got a whole world and you got a whole life. You know what I'm saying? I know there's been people that come to Atlanta and it was hard. They came like on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, Sundays are tough for me. I'm working all day. I can't,
Again, I get it. If it's a 1 day, 2 day, not a long trip type thing, then okay, I'm not having any expectations. But I'm like, hey, I'm here for going almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a long time. And then like I had another friend who found out that I was in Virginia based off of what I was posting. He was like, dang, you here? And I was like, yeah. He was like, I would have pulled up on you. And literally my response to him was, Well, everybody else that I told was here, they ain't really respond back. So honestly, I ain't even hit nobody up. You know what I'm saying? And so now I feel a little bad that I didn't even reach out to some other people.
So you ain't hit nobody up?
No, I did. I'm saying I only hit up a select few, and still those select few, like, there was no initiative there. But it has been like that for years on end.
This ain't just their first offense.
This ain't first offense.
I'm gonna be honest, bruh. Everybody less important than they think they are. That's all.
I'm not thinking I'm important or anything like that, but
Not
if there's a friendship, and again, it was friendships from middle school and high school where we were kicking it with each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like a relationship was really built from there. And every time it's like, well, let me know when you're back home. Let me know when you're back home. Let me know when you're back home.
And then I'll let you know when
you.
I don't really have no experience with like moving from a place and like visiting or whatever. I guess like the only thing I got that's comparable is relationships you build out of state and then you come back home and you're not as close. Like when you got a roommate in college, you and that roommate are thick as thieves, and then once y'all get out of college, y'all might not talk all the time or whatever. Like you said, people got kids and different schedules, and when you re-enter in the state, it's basically like you re-enter in their lives, I would assume. So, I'm basically playing devil's advocate because I don't know any of these people. So I basically, I'm on your side, fuck them. But I'm saying, like,
I don't want to say that.
In general, like, I don't know. It's just it's kind of how the cookie crumbles as you get older. And like, I mean, maybe it's different between men and women. Like men, you know what I'm saying, can go a long time without really seeing each other or kicking it with each other and fall right back into like old habits or whatever and like their daily routine. Especially men that are like real family oriented. Like you could be like my uncle told me one time that I remember he was I was with my best friend and I was like, yeah, this is my brother D. He was like, oh, this your man. I was like, man, I ain't seen my best friend in about 2 years. I was like, damn, so is that your best friend? He was like, yeah, that's my best friend. He a grown ass man.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, I guess you're right. Like people got stuff to do. And like now that we in this part of our lives where people got families and shit like that, like maybe like your friends didn't have the wherewithal to know, like maybe they felt like, I shouldn't go over there without I haven't seen her in 2 years. I shouldn't go over there without a gift for her son or something like that. Who knows, man?
I mean, I get it. And I know that we're all adults. So like, it wasn't like really, it didn't like really hit me hard. But again, because it's more than one offense that.
Now, sometimes I be feeling the way. I ain't gonna hold you.
Now that it's been, I mean, I've been gone from home. I've been gone from home for 10 plus years. And it hasn't been until recently that I've been coming back every year because I have Sage. And I want Sage to go back to where I'm from. I want Sage to be with my sister and that side of the family or whatever. So we come back more often now. So for a second, like after I graduated college or after I graduated high school, it really did used to make me feel the type of way. To a reason of why I did not come back home. So, you know what I'm saying? It was like maybe 4 or 5 years I didn't go home at all because of what I noticed. But now that I'm coming back, I know we have kids. I know we got lives. But we talk all the time on Instagram or we say little things on Instagram and like, oh, we going to catch up or wait, let me know when you get here. You
but
know
this is what me and Tosh literally was having this conversation like the other day about something similar is that there's levels to friendships.
Yeah.
Right? And you think you're at a certain level with somebody or they think they're at a certain level with you. In reality, you're not, and they're not, right? So, for instance, how much have you deposited into these individuals as an adult, or how much have they deposited into you as an adult? And I wonder about that.
To keep that friendship going.
To keep the friendship going, because I got a friend who I'm his son's godfather, right? We grew up together. Since our parents are best friends, right? I haven't seen nor really like talked to him as much. Like we check in maybe every couple months, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't really checked in with him or seen him. But he said, yo, he coming to Atlanta? I'm like, bet, you know what I'm saying? I'm pulling up and I'm gonna come, see my godson, see you play, whatever like that, right? Left. That's why I had to leave on Sunday that early.
Oh, yeah.
Went out there. So first thing he said, oh, man, my man X, he was like, man, it feel like we just pick up right when we left off.
But I missed that. So
but we have cultivated a relationship as in adulthood, where it's like we talked about real things.
Yeah.
We talk about our marriages. We talk about our children. We talk about all these things, not just on like Instagram stuff, but we like talk, And so I think versus, again, some of my people when I go back to Charlotte or sometimes New York, I might only just hit them up on social media, or I might just check in every once in a while. Not really them checking in on me. There ain't been much emotional deposits. So if there ain't much deposits, then I'm like, can I really expect them to be who they were before? Because we all grow, we all change. And again, I'm not on high on the totem pole in your life. That's tough to stomach and to accept, but it's the reality. It's like, all right, cool. Like, maybe I'll move everything around because that's the type of person I am. But if you're not that type of person that you're going to move everything around and you basing off the priority list, you probably going to prioritize somebody you talk to every day more than you're going to prioritize me. And I mean, it sucks, but that's just how we got self-assessed.
I think I just personally miss the type of relationships that I had with my people that I grew up with versus the type of friendships and relationships that I have here in Georgia. And it's so different because, like, I remember being able to cry laughing with some of these people and, like, being able to reminisce and being able to sit and have that feeling again. Not even just a nostalgic, like, feeling, but, like, you was my ace boon coon. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a whole different... I haven't found that here, living here for as long as I have. Like, yes, I have my line sister who is my son's godmother, but, you know, and I have some of my other close friends, but it's just a different type of friendship and relationship that I do ultimately miss from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different type of way, a different banter that I don't have here. So when I go home, yes, I do. And I can't sit here and say, like, I ain't never gonna hit them up again. But knowing me, I'm probably gonna be like, hey, y'all, I'm in town again. Hey, y'all, I'm in town again. And I'm gonna keep giving it a shot because, like, I miss that.
But is it
worth, like...
Yeah, that's... yeah. Is it worth it, though? Like, I get it, because there's certain people, there's certain things, again, it's like, you're going back to the glory days, right?
Yeah.
But is it worth... What is the friendship worth you putting forth more effort into it?
I think what I noticed was some, like my friend who was like, yo, I didn't even know you was here. I would have pulled up. I would have seen Dottie, who was my mom. I want to come meet Sage or whatever. And seeing that he said that, now that's notated to me to be like, okay, I can hit up homie. You know what I'm saying? And I know he going to pull up. So, I mean, it is what it is. I just miss my friends. That's it.
Why don't you tell them? Say, I miss y'all.
I just miss y'all, and I hope nobody take offense to it. But, like, you got to understand, I'm flying far away. You know what I'm saying? It's money spent to come here, and it's you know, traveling and stuff like that. And I just kind of like, let's get a drink. Like, let's kick it. Let's talk. It don't even got to be that long. That's all I need. That's all I want.
I feel you, man. All right, so one of the things that I was thinking about while I would be chilling, I was listening to some good music, and not like the good music, but I mean good music. And I thought about how on my wall at home, I got like all these records and stuff like that. And I look, and I got like a whole section for Mike, because y'all know Michael Jackson is my favorite, and I feel like the greatest of all time. Argue with your mama, all right? But
you and Sage can have that.
He has a incredible, like, discography. We know this. But his album run, from Off the Wall to Thriller to Bad, has got to be one of the greatest 3 album runs of all time. So that made me think about, who would y'all say has the best 3 album runs? Like, and I mean consecutive, not like, okay, you had this album here, but then 5 years later,
back to back.
No, I mean like back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? Who do you feel like has the best? Like, I put these 3 albums, and for Austin's sake, I'll put these 3 projects consecutively against anybody.
Austin, I'll go ahead and let you. I think y'all can add more to this than I can, but I feel like I'm gonna throw y'all a little wrench.
You can go ahead, bro.
All right, so I'm gonna give you.
Tell me your 3 old ass albums.
All right, first I'm gonna give you Off the Wall, Thriller,
You're not
and
even
Bad.
going like modern rap music. You going?
Hold up,
Michael Jackson.
you want? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give you those 3.
You just said Michael Jackson was your favorite. Now
Okay, so I'm gonna give you them. I'm gonna give you them 3.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna give you My Way, Confessions. No, sorry, My Way, 8701, Confessions. I'm gonna give you, and then I can arguably say, I'm going to say late registration. No, I'm going to say college dropout, late registration, graduation.
So you're gonna name 3 separate 3P albums as your answer for the best one album?
No, I'm saying these
How the
are
fuck?
these are.
You just went
I'm
through
saying
3
that these
different
are.
decades
I'm
of
saying that
And
these are
that's okay.
contenders.
That's okay. I think that's
I'm
okay.
No,
saying
it's
these
not.
are-
I was gonna use the late registration.
You
How
should have
gonna-
said when you had the
how
opportunity.
we
You should have
gonna
said
rank
it then.
You just named 3 in a row.
I told. Look, what did I say? She pitched it to you. She said Austin. She said Austin. What would you say? What did
I'm
you
thinking
do?
you're gonna say one album run. You just named 9 albums.
Okay.
From 3 different people.
Yeah. How the
So
fuck?
okay, so I think
What is the
Austin,
question?
What Austin is wanting to hear that is Austin
Oh,
wants
what's
to
my
hear
number
the
one?
one.
Yeah.
the
Why
one
would
person-
I ask you for the
The
all
three
in
different-
all of history?
Okay. Out
the
of
3
all
albums.
of those, which one would I would say is the
Yes.
best? The Michael one.
All right, cool.
Okay.
That's your answer.
Yes.
You're gonna take away the fucking thunder from my answer.
How was I supposed to know that was your answer?
Yeah. Kanye West, late registration, college dropout. What
Graduation.
Graduation is
Those are good.
into the red joint.
Was my Twisted
808.
Dark? Was my 80? Yeah, 808 is after.
That's 5, right? That's 5 in a row. I'll put that up against anything.
That's fine.
5 straight.
All right.
So I would take what's that from like 2003 all the way until when 2008.
Okay, but out of the 3, if you had to do the run, you do the
Whatever,
first 3?
however you want to divvy it up or cut it up, that's for whoever listening. But those first 5 albums or whatever, it's never gonna be duplicated. At least in rap music. I don't see it happening. I put that run up against anybody in rap history. I was just listening to somebody make the argument that it's over the Blueprint, and I was like, yeah, it's an argument to be had.
I think I slightly saw that.
Yeah, so I would lean Kanye for the answer.
I don't have a all time what I think is best, but what I do think is who had a good run consecutively.
Go ahead.
I do think, and I think this is just a nostalgic feeling maybe that I have is Drake.
Okay.
You're going from where? Where you starting at?
Thank Me Later.
Okay.
Thank Me Later. His first joints, the
Yeah.
first 3.
Thank Me
Not
Later.
Thank Me Later. I'm sorry.
So Far Gone.
So Far Gone. What's after that?
Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later.
Then
there's
it's Take Care.
And Take Care. Take Care for me, like, I think after that is when I kind of like.
Okay, so you're gonna go comebacks. No, you're not even gonna do comeback season. You're gonna do
got
So
5
Far
too.
Gone. Thank Me Later. Take Care.
Yes.
He got 5 too.
Yeah, those 3 I think were because it was after that he came out with that double album thing where he was like it was
After that-
a baby version of him and then
Nothing was the same.
No, that was Nothing Was the
fire
Same.
yeah,
too.
those were good. But I mean, I think very nostalgic.
All
again.
that shit was fire. He went right into that, and then he went right into the joint. I forget. I don't know why I always blank on the joint that Quentin Miller wrote. That's
If
the
you're,
one.
if you're reading it,
Yeah, if you're reading this, it's too
It's too
late.
late.
That was like the fifth of that. So like, if you could put together like 5 projects in a row where you basically killing it, you probably in rarefied air.
Yeah.
You probably one
I
of
think
the,
that's what
the
also
3 or 4.
I think that's what a point of Drake that frustrated me though is he came out with these back to back, and I think I've expressed it a lot even on air on our Sunday show every 4 to 7 on WAOK. Is that I feel like he doesn't give himself a break. You know what I'm saying? Like I just sometimes would want Drake to like sit down for a little bit, and it came out like they were very, you know what I'm saying? They were very, 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 very quick.
I don't be getting that.
I think what I'm used to is like albums coming out every so many years, not every year. Like back in the day, artists would like take their time through their music before actually putting it out there. And I think that's what made me be like, Drake, sit down somewhere sometimes. So, but those first 3 albums, just not saying that is the all time. Because like I said, I don't think I can add too much to the conversation, but I do remember and feel like those 3 albums, I always was looking forward to those. And I think they all 3 of them were good for me.
I would also argue. I'd argue for Cole.
Okay. Well, I see
I'd
that.
argue. I'd argue the warm up, Friday Night Lights, and then the sideline story.
Friday Night Lights not an album.
It's a tape. So
thought you
Far
said
Gone.
it
So
too.
Far Gone is a
Was
tape.
a
Oh,
tape. Yeah,
okay.
So Far Gone was a tape.
He
I
sold
said,
So
I
Far
gave
Gone,
you a
didn't he?
project, huh?
Oh no, I'm tripping. He got a Grammy for So Far Gone. He ain't selling. I'm tripping.
Yeah. So I would say them three.
Oh,
And one could say, I mean, if we did a five, if I counted those and then gave you Born Center into Forest Hills Drive, that's
I'm trying to look up this run for the run for Wayne. I'm trying to think what was the.
yeah. You gotta.
So
I took a
Are
look
you-
at that this morning.
Are you
No,
doing
'cause
Carter?
if-
Are you doing Carter one?
no,
to,
no.
To 3?
I'm not just going through that. I was trying to think of the mixtape that came out before the Carter 3. But I couldn't. It was either the Drought 3 or something else.
Now his
Dedication-
mixtape,
Dedication two.
the mixtapes of Lil Wayne's did
No.
his thing.
Yeah. No, he right. So Dedication 2. Wait, no, Dedication 3, Carter 3, into No Ceilings.
No
Is
ceilings
that
is
how it went?
No.
No Ceilings came out before the Carter 4.
Dedication 2 came out in 05, 06 because I was a freshman in college.
I remember having that.
My sophomore year is when Carter 3 came out because I was in Miami bumping it.
Dedication 3 got Drake and Nicki all on it.
Right,
So that's Young Money. So that's 2080.
right. So that would be correct.
What's the name? No Ceilings came out in 09 when I was in
No
middle
Ceilings
school.
came out. I was.
And then the Carter 4 came out. So that run right there, you can put that up against anybody for the hottest
I agree.
out. 50 Cent got an argument for those.
Oh, the G
the
Unit
early
tapes.
G Unit-
The G Unit
the
tapes
early
into
G-Unit
Get
tapes.
Rich Die Trying.
And the Get Rich or Die
That-
Trying.
I'm not familiar with
And
that.
then
I mean,
to,
I'm just straight up Get Rich or Die
The
Trying.
ending would be, what's the one where he looked like a cartoon? The Massacre. The Massacre would be like his last. 50 been asked for a long time if you want to go do the math, but
You said he been an ass?
he been asked. Like,
Oh, been ass.
Like his last good album was The Massacre. And that
It
came
was.
out-
Oh, yeah.
That
Curtis,
came out-
Curtis wasn't that
Anything that came out
That
after
came out
that.
in like 04, bro.
Yeah.
That's when him
So,
and,
that shit weak.
Kanye was going at it.
And his verses now be trash. So like, I sent you that Nas song. He was on that Nas song. I was like, bro, you can't even listen to this shit all the way through. But no, 50 run, early 2000s.
It's like
up
once
there.
he got into the business, he was no longer like.
They're not that interested in creating music or whatever because they can tour. They touring forever off of
I
what
mean,
they've
but could
done.
he even still talk about things like that? Could he even still talk about the hood stuff as he's sitting here with all these brand deals and doing? I mean, that's the
Probably
same
not. I mean,
conversation we
if-
have with the clips.
if the
Probably
clips
not.
can
we
do
see-
it,
but you know what I'm saying? Because even with the clips, I'm coming out.
Okay.
if the clips can
If-
do
I mean,
it, they
with the
can.
clips, my
then-
homie literally just said like, "Yo, it's crazy hearing Malice talk
Y'all
about
like
coke,
getting
like
off to
doing coke
Malice.
rap."
But Malice's Coke bars are There's like
Yeah, I could tell
he's
that,
not
yes.
saying. He's also saying that I'm also.
Pastor.
He had a line on that joint I just listened to coming in. He said, "Yo, I done been both Mason Bethers." I said,
Yeah.
"That means that you was murder mace and you was murder mace and you was pastor mace." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, "That's a."
What did he say?
Like Austin, why?
He said, "I done been both Mason Bethers." I'm
And
like,
see, but wait a minute. When Austin laughs at stuff like that, it makes me feel like he don't take it seriously. Like
He
don't
don't-
think
he
it's-
don't take-
think it's
He don't
he
trash.
don't take it
serious,
serious
yo.
because-
It's trash.
I've been maced.
But Austin don't listen
been
to bars.
Oh, I don't get-
Austin,
I don't
you
get the bar?
listen- No, you don't get the bar.
I don't get the bar. He not Mace? He not Pastor Mace?
But what I'm saying is,
Get the
I
fuck
think
outta here,
that if you are the difference between, again, if I'm talking about like Malice versus Pusha talk like he's still doing it.
Yeah.
Malice talk like I did
It
do
is.
this, but there's other things going on. You
Right.
feel me? Like that's a difference. So yes, could 50 still talk about, you know, I don't think he talk about getting shot anymore, but about
talk about brand
trolling, whatever.
deals.
He could talk about a whole bunch of
Ain't
different
nothing
stuff.
wrong with rapping about your reality, bro.
Yeah,
All of these
ain't
old
nothing-
rappers rap about what they got going on today.
Yeah.
For
But
the
it's
most
a matter
part.
of executing it because clearly 50 can't execute. If he tries to talk about
I can't.
shit,
You can't say it because he could.
I gotta
Rich-
re-listen
Get
to
Rich,
the-
Get Rich Town is a theme song.
Oh,
It's one of the
stop
best.
it.
It's one of the
Stop
best.
it.
It's one of the best.
He
things.
fucking performed that song.
It's a theme
and
song.
it's amazing. My point is,
You are crazy.
is
Rich Town.
yeah. Thank you. You
no,
can't
got
tell me
it.
when you hear that you don't be like.
I mean, yeah, but
All I'm saying
They used to
is,
sing
it's
along
not
to the
that
Wiggles,
it's
too.
not that he can't make a
else
good.
then?
He can't still make a hit, or he don't still have. I don't think that's it. I don't think that he can't talk about.
But
where
what
he
I
is
do,
right
I
now.
think 50 Cent is very. When I've heard certain things that he did in like his run back in the day, like I do think he's very smart. He used to like do these writing camps and do these. I read some of his books where he would really hone in to be like a good writer and really get to the craft of being a rapper. But I just don't know what happened.
Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all be trusting when the nigga say he wrote his book? For real?
Oh, 50s?
Just in general, when a famous person writes a book, do y'all be like, you know what? This nigga wrote this book.
Yeah, but I also know that. But I also know that they wrote what's the word I'm looking for? I know they wrote like they got a writer. You know what I'm saying? As well. So I know it's just not them. I know that they not just sitting up here cooking up like Gucci. Like I'm sure Gucci ain't.
What you saying?
Gucci wrote. I'm sure Gucci wrote his book, but I'm sure he also hired a writer to help him out as well. I don't think it's just him by himself. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm pretty
just
sure
like
he
Hov.
hired
I'm
a
sure
writer.
Hov wrote Decoded.
Why? Never mind.
You don't think?
Oh, I didn't even.
I'm sure Hov wrote Decoded, but I also believe that he probably had a writer as well.
Speaking of decoded, somebody need to decode Nicki Minaj's tweets.
Oh, my God.
Nicki Minaj is killing you, man.
I do know that she got an issue with
She
Hov,
is killing you, man.
and
She damn near calling him a communist, bro, on Twitter. This shit is hilarious.
hey, she got her feelings. She can talk about what she want to talk about. That's up to her.
You know, X is a Nicki.
I am a Nicki
fan.
fan, but I'm also a whole fan too. But I got another three album run for you.
Okay.
I think Nas and his King's Disease run, King Disease 1, King Disease 2, King Disease 3, I think are upper echelon rapping, Grammy nominated. I don't think he won a Grammy for it, but I will say that and one can argue that Kendrick Lamar's
No. No.
Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Damn.
No.
I think.
No.
You could
argue he has two in a row that's fire. Either way you want to go. Either way you want to do it. His first album, Into Good Kid, Mad City. The one,
you mean Section
Damn,
80.
Damn, and what came after Damn?
Mr. Morale and the Big
That's
Steppers.
the argument, right?
No,
The Mr. Morale. No, that is the argument song.
The joint with the argument.
That's
That's
Mr. Morale. Yeah, that was
Yes.
arguably a classic album to some people, even though it kind of came and went. But he don't got three in a row.
Are you saying no because it's a Pimp a Butterfly?
Yeah, To Pimp a Butterfly isn't considered a classic album. It's an album that some people like and some people don't like.
But it won that award.
What award? First of all, I don't care. First of all, if it did win an award, I don't think it won an award. But if it did win an award, I don't give a fuck about it getting an
sure
award.
The Pimp a Butterfly won a Grammy.
Cool. I don't care about that.
To Pimp a Butterfly was a thesis on black people.
Yes, it was just a conversation about black people and blackity black. Cool. Got it. You can't if you don't give this a Grammy.
I think it holds significance because of the time that it came out.
It came out at a time where people were mad at the Grammys for not giving black people awards.
It was a very Black Lives Matter situation.
Ferguson? We were getting killed by black people.
I remember what was going on socially, but I'm talking about people's feelings towards the Grammys. They couldn't ignore the album. And plus, he would have been working on that album way before any of that stuff had happened. He was already making that project. I'm telling y'all, it was because of how the stuff was set up.
Well, then that also shows how much of a genius he is. Because
if he was already doing it and then niggas died?
You know what I'm saying? A little forward.
See, I don't like. See, that's what I be talking about.
To like society.
This what I be talking about. I can't fuck with that. You don't get to be a genius because you was already working on something and then something terrible happened and it aligned with it.
Is it a coincidence?
Yes.
Nah, maybe he's
one of those kind of people.
Maybe he's just that tapped in, and you just don't want that to be the case.
How can you be so tapped in that you know a nigga is gonna get killed by the police tomorrow unless you know niggas died to the police all the time?
It's not that he knew that a nigga was gonna get killed. It's just that he know how the world works, and that either way it goes, it was still gonna be relatable to us. Even if something did or did not happen, it's still relatable to us in the black community.
Even in the moment, bruh. In the moment, I thought that was what was going on. I thought he made an album that if you gave like some white person an award over a black person. I remember that being in high school, being like that was a talking point.
I just said they gave the award for album of the year to
Macklemore.
I just said the year before that. I know that happened. I'm talking about the year before.
No,
it was. I think the Macklemore situation was just.
I know the Macklemore situation happened. I'm saying right before the Macklemore situation happened, I can't remember if it was Drake or somebody else because Drake protested the Grammys. You don't remember that? And he didn't go and gave out Grammys on Instagram. And that was a talking point like that year. I just remember that. And I remember thinking when he made To Pimp a Butterfly, even though I like Mortal Man and stuff like that, you remember when Leonardo DiCaprio made The Revenant? And everybody instantly said, oh, this is he's trying to get an Oscar. This is Oscar bait. That's Grammy bait. That's all of it. I thought the same
Well,
thing.
I think they get in that again. They gave it to Leo that year because they didn't give it to him for
Tons of
Wolf
other
on,
movies.
No, they didn't give it to him for Wolf on Wall Street.
That was a great
which was
movie.
a great movie.
It was.
So in order to make up for it, they was like, okay, here we'll give it to you.
pass
There
it.
are
Whatever.
literally
You know what I'm saying?
tens of 20s, like 10 to 15 movies that you could argue he could have got a Oscar for. I'm telling you, there are certain movies that come out every single year that are called Oscar bait. He made a Grammy bait album. If they would have ignored that album and given it to somebody else that had a poppy album, some destructive hip hop album, some nigga that just had a dance that year, they would have got killed once again for being the Grammys that are racist, the Grammys that are out of touch, blah, blah, blah. That's just how it works.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that
Hold on.
aren't.
How what works? The Grammys? What
That's
are you
how
saying?
a lot of those award shows work. Like when they actually do, not cave to public pressure, but when they respond to public pressure, instead of coming out and acknowledging, hey, we screwed up last year when we thought Macklemore had the biggest. Macklemore didn't even have an argument.
You do know within the Grammys there is a recording academy, and those are the ones that vote. So it is a matter of who is.
And they're older.
Sometimes
and
yes,
white,
and sometimes
usually.
no. But that's why some people should be a part of the recording.
They've changed
academy.
it. We talking about something.
Yeah, you're right. They have changed it since.
13 years ago.
I think there's still some confusion, and for a lot of people, not just you, because I feel like you do know, but people who think with these awards that the way they vote, you know what I'm saying? There is a group of people who are a part of the membership. I'm pretty sure there's people in this building who are a part of the Recording Academy, and they're the ones that. They get sent something. They get sent an email and some type of survey of whatever of a list of people to put the names in.
Right, and that's why historically the hottest rapper or the littest rapper of that year, the guy that had the breakout year with the breakout album or mixtape, doesn't get the Grammy. The person that, Killer Mike just won a Grammy for an album that basically nobody under the age of 30 had heard. He won a Grammy for Best Hip Hop Album. Nobody under 30 knew this album. He got that because of what? The album. What was the album about, X? You like the album?
I love the album.
What was the album about?
About his life.
About his life and his story and the come up
Of
and
course.
the triumph and all that. It was for lifelong fans of Killer Mike, basically.
No,
It wasn't. So he made new fans.
But
with that album?
but are you just thinking that it's because it's a? I think
Older artists get Grammys.
But I think it plays a lot more than just the storytelling and whatnot. I think things that are considered are the producing, the beats, the way that it comes across, like from top to bottom, what it is. That was a good album from top to bottom, period.
It wasn't groundbreaking.
It was good hip hop though.
It
And I
wasn't
think that's something
groundbreaking.
that we're missing out in general. Like it was good. And you want to take away from that because it's not your little niggas over here that's
It's not
getting
that.
it.
That's
That
not
is what it is. That is what it
If you
is.
want to give somebody, I was just talking about To Pimp a Butterfly. I mean, not To Pimp a Butterfly. Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Mad City should have won a Grammy. Kendrick that year put out he was a new artist. He put not a new artist, but he was just getting established that year. He put out a classic body of work, and everybody was listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
That year that he won the Grammy, I was arguing about V's, even though everybody doesn't know about V's. New artists. Big songs, you can't get away from it if you're just listening to random music, right? Because you're hearing them all over the place, and he had a new way of doing his style. That's what that you should be rewarded for Grammys. Killer Mike.
No way.
Hey, man,
You
I'm
want
not-
a new artist to come in? Is that what you're saying? A new artist to come in?
I'm saying that when Drake won his first Grammy, he was a new artist, right? He wasn't 10 years in Drake, right? Kendrick won his Grammy. He wasn't 10, 15 years in and getting the Grammy.
I think
he
what
was just becoming a major artist.
What I'm getting frustrated with of your comment is that it sounds like you want some of these newer people to come in and just immediately get a Grammy.
Yes, that was what they wanted in the night.
No, that can't
That's
be the
what
case
Jay-Z wanted.
because what work is. I mean, I think there's so much work that needs to be done in the music industry before you just come out and
not
get a
true.
Grammy that way. That it just doesn't. It just can't work that way.
When
Like even
DMX
if we look
said all of
at
them
even
were
if we look at
protesting,
Cardi
that's not how
B,
it
if we
was.
look at Cardi B and how she got a Grammy, you can tell, you can
Same
see the
exactly.
work that she put in though prior to that. To her first
She has
album.
2 bodies of work.
No. I'm saying prior to that, though, we've seen a lot of work that she put in.
You could not
way
escape her.
The way that she toured, the way that she put her voice out there, the way that her brand itself. There was a lot of work that Cardi B put into that. But
She was
I think
inescapable.
I don't know some of the artists that you are referring to that you want to get a Grammy because I don't pay attention to them. But I guarantee, and I feel like they wasn't working as hard to brand themselves, to put themselves on a different level as, for example, a Cardi B.
If you are inescapable, you should get a Grammy usually.
But I
So
don't
the
think,
niggas that you are talking about are not that because I don't even know a name.
You don't try to listen to rap music. We're talking about a rap Grammy. You yourself say all the time how you're not that interested in rap music. So if you don't know about a rapper, that does not mean that he's not a popular rapper.
I'm not interested in these newer rappers.
Okay, cool.
Clearly, when the Clips album came out,
when
that was the first
Cardi
thing
B
I
won
listened to
her
today.
Grammy, she was a new artist. Am I wrong about that?
what I'm saying.
Am I wrong about that?
No,
Is
you're
she
not wrong, but I
Okay,
said
so
there was a
that's
lead
it.
up to that.
She
That's
got
my point. There was a lead up to that.
You talking about her being on fucking Love and Hip Hop and
No.
doing one mixtape.
No.
She did a mixtape.
No.
I
She
think-
did one mixtape and then she put out an album and then she won the Grammy. You know why she won the Grammy? Because she was the most popular female artist in hip hop.
And guess what? Because she worked for that. Because she did all the work
are
to
y'all
brand
gonna
herself.
argue? Okay, so look, let me ask you this. Like I just said about Cardi B being the most popular female artist in hip hop, has Killer Mike ever been the most popular male rapper in hip hop? Ever. At any point?
No.
No.
So maybe the person that was the most popular in hip hop or had the best album in hip hop, maybe those
So
two
who
things
was it then,
coincide.
Austin? So who was it then
I just
this
told
year?
you who I would have. What, this year?
Yeah. I'm saying who was against Killer Mike. Who would have been?
The
Who would it
person,
have been?
the person that everybody wanted to win that Grammy over Killer Mike that year was Travis Scott. I'm not a Travis Scott fan, but the argument for Travis Scott was better than the one for him. The reason why he got it was once again, you haven't gotten your flowers. This album is amazing. Well, the only competition is this Travis Scott album. We're going to reward real hip hop.
I don't think that's
That's how
true.
that- bro.
I don't think
That's
that's
the
true.
case.
But
Okay.
I don't think that the Travis Scott album was better than the Killer Mike album.
And there are
And
hundreds
that's-
of thousands of people that would tell you the exact opposite.
And that may be true, right? And that may be true. I think if Travis was going to win for anything, he should have won for Astro World that year that
I
Drake
agree to
won
that.
for whatever like that. But the album was not a better album than Killer Mike.
I'm just saying
you're
that
not
the
gonna
reason why they used
but-
to
and
protest
I-
the Grammys was this.
Yeah, I can understand.
That's what I'm saying.
But again, in music is subjective, and I can understand why. I feel like both of y'all could be saying the same thing, like, or y'all can have both.
That be the
both of your
case most
both
of
of
the
your
time.
both of your points are valid. Yes, Cardi was a new artist, and she put out, bodies of work. She had mixtapes. She also had the #1 song in the world for I don't know how many weeks.
Bodak Yellow wasn't even
Bodak
on,
Yellow,
wasn't
right?
even,
but
wasn't
then,
even on anything.
but then also, yeah, she was a new artist, and I think that the issue is, I think for album of the year and best new artist, those are two separate categories, right?
They are.
I do believe
Best hip-hop album.
I do believe that you should have a great best new artist who may be new, who's actually a great artist. I don't think personally V's has enough
That was just
worldwide.
my thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I mean,
was
I
me.
understand, but what I'm saying is I don't think he had, and other artists like him had enough a hit or a
run.
or
In
a
closing,
run,
V's
or a
didn't
run.
have a major hit record
And
that
that's
year.
and
That
that-
was
and
he
that-
didn't have a major
but
hit
that's
record. He was
but that's
underground.
but that's the thing that causes a person to get on the recognition tip is when you have a major hit. If you don't have a major hit, the Grammys or whatever, they're not even going to pay you.
If you're
any
trying to
attention.
get a Grammy without a #1 album, or the biggest album that year, or one of the arguably some of the biggest songs of that year, you usually do not get a Grammy.
Yeah.
And I know we gotta go to the next topic, but to that, once again, I say, what was the Killer Mike song that did that?
Killer Mike's
What was
it
the
was
song on the
computers
album?
and computers and engineers
That had
with Andre
Andre
3000
And
and,
that was
Future.
a major hit.
That was
I can't even
that was,
tell you how the song goes.
That was the that
Can't
was
tell you the name
I
of
don't-
it. Can't tell you anything about Andre verse. Can't tell you nothing about Mike's verse. I'm just saying that a lot of the time, and like I could be
Why
wrong
can't
about
it just
this.
not be a good body of work?
It can be a good body of work. I'm not arguing that these albums that get these Grammys are bad albums. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that in the spirit of what I always thought the Grammys are, rewarding people for coming out and breaking the mold and stuff like that, I usually want that rewarded. I wanted Drake rewarded when it was his time. I wanted Kendrick rewarded when it was his time. I wanted Cole rewarded when it was his time. Now, I know V's isn't one of these major artists, and that was just my personal thing.
But
there
I
were
also
other
don't
people to
think
be
that-
argued for.
But I also don't think that your perspective of what the Grammys should be is what the Grammys actually is.
I
And
know that.
think
And
I
that's my
think that
problem with the
That's
Grammys.
what's
Yeah.
causing the.
Yeah,
That's what's probably because I've always looked at what Will Smith used to talk about with the Grammys, what Jay-Z used to talk about with the Grammys. They used to protest the Grammys
Well,
because
they
they didn't
didn't
feel
have a
like
category.
First of all, they weren't respecting hip hop, and second of all, they used to give the award to whoever the fuck they felt like.
But they
it.
didn't have
Vanilla
a category
Ice.
specifically. They really didn't even have a category for rap.
They wasn't even giving them no awards on the show, but we had other stuff to talk about anyway. It was well. Are we going into my famous topic?
Your
Shout out
turn.
to
Your turn, Austin.
My turn, right? Pass me the ball. Shout out to Marvel recently.
Shout out to Angel Reese.
Angel Reese. Yeah, Angel Reese. Shout out to Angel Reese. 2K cover. I don't really know how the 2K covers work nowadays because everybody buys.
But it's a WNBA 2K, right?
No, so
It's an
the way
addition.
they do it is they put the WNBA players on the 2K with the basketball with the NBA players.
Okay.
So not like they playing each other, but it's like separate modes. So you could go to WNBA or you could play the NBA.
And so now Angel Reese is on there.
Yeah, she's been on
Okay,
there for
cool.
probably a year, 2 years.
So
I can't
why
remember.
is the discussion back up now?
No, it's not a discussion. She's been on the game.
She hasn't been
she's
the
been on the
cover.
game.
Yeah.
Cover.
They announced
Cool,
cover athletes.
got it. Okay.
Cover athletes
Continue.
usually are every year. I think last year, I don't know why in my head I thought it was Caitlin Clark. Last year it was Asia Wilson,
Okay.
who plays for the Las Vegas Aces. Really pretty girl, and she fire at Hooper. This year, Angel Reese got it. Shout out to Angel Reese, black woman. Shout out to you. Along with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Just had a hell of a season. Probably the best season for a guard in like 20, 25 years. Won MVP, Finals MVP, the Finals, and he just got paid $250 million over the next 6 years. So shout out to him. But Angel Reese being announced means, you know what I'm saying, anytime, anything, ever since that LSU Iowa game, anytime anything comes up with Angel Reese, it's like a dog whistle for like racist people on the internet, faceless racist profiles that for some reason have time to edit pictures and do all kind of weird shit with AI. And they juxtaposed a monkey in her jersey on the 2K thing. And I saw that and I felt for her because I'm sure to a certain point it's like who gives a fuck? Like a random person on the internet put me in a monkey suit on the cover. So she probably just goes about her day. But that shit gotta get old, bro. It's gotta get old.
So wait a
to
minute.
be.
Because don't we see on other covers, if it's a man on the cover, they don't do things like that, right?
I mean, depend on the man. Like, if somebody, let's say, somebody go to jail and then you on the cover of 2K or some shit, they might
Like Ja Morant.
No, not like John Moran. Even though John Moran went to jail. I mean, John Moran's never went to jail.
I'm
He got
just
in
saying, like
trouble.
if they put Ja Morant.
Oh
on
yeah,
a-
they might put a
on
gun on the cover,
Right.
To be racist to make fun of John Moran.
Okay.
That happens.
don't beat him.
So that's how like
Turning her
weird.
into a monkey,
but it's
though.
like pseudo white people like humor. Like who thinks that
That's not funny.
That's not funny for real. And it's like
it's old.
It's like nigga, you took 30 minutes to edit a monkey in a jersey for like 10 people to laugh at on Twitter.
Well, clearly it starts to circulate.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you got what you were looking for out of that. But she just takes it, man. I mean, like the dude from Barstool, you remember a couple years ago, straight up calling her a bitch.
Yeah.
RG3,
I was going to ask about him.
RG3, you weird fuck, man. Like I don't know what's up
Can
with
you
this
explain
nigga.
that to me? Because I'm
I don't
briefly
know
seeing it, but
What's the best way to put it? Like RG3 is a Oreo.
oh yeah, we know that.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So when it comes down to it, like he's trying to have commentary and talk about. He's trying to speak from like a place of knowledge with Angel Reese, it seems, and he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And it's just what it comes down to. He's for the better part of a year been hitting that Angel Reese, even though every time Angel Reese speaks about Caitlin Clark and Caitlin Clark speaks about Angel Reese, they're really respectful to each other. They seem to not mind each other, even like each other in some instances, even though they both compete and they're competitors with each other. Every time this dude talks about Angel Reese, he just says some shit like, well, I know she doesn't really like Caitlin. And like yesterday, it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday, he took the post with the picture of her as a monkey,
Oh my gosh.
posted it with like a long ass tweet,
Saying what?
like basically saying this. I stopped reading, so I didn't realize that where the tweet went because the first 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of it are racism is awful. Nobody should be taking this girl's picture and blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Apparently, as the tweet goes on, though, eventually he's like, and I know I have close proximity to her circle, and I have found out that she does not, in fact, like Caitlin Clark. It's like, what, nigga?
What does it got to do with
And she was
it?
like, you don't know anybody that knows me, and
Yeah.
I do not have a problem with this person. But he's facilitating that for engagement because then the people, the racist people
cause-
come, and now it's time for us to go back and forth and debate Should she even be allowed to blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? It becomes this weird thing, and he's getting killed for it. He's been getting killed for it for the better part of the year. But I don't know. I don't really know what she can do about it. Like, it's low key. This is the best way to put it. Like, the WNBA is coming into, because something else happened a couple weeks ago where fans were waiting outside a hotel for one of the WNBA players, and she got mad and was like, "Yo, please don't do this, or don't blah blah blah." And I understand like safety and wanting to have your peace protected, but do you want the money or not?
Yeah.
Because what comes with this fucking money is these fans are about to be on your ass. That's what the money for. The money is for like us bringing all this revenue in, blah blah
I
blah.
I think with the WNBA, they're getting a whole new set of like
set of fans.
The whole new set of fans, which is the culture of it and what comes with it is going to be a lot different because there's a lot more eyes and more fans are going to be like they're going to be waiting outside as they do for the NBA players.
A lot more male, but also what they're doing is fans are assholes.
That's true.
And
Sports
they say
fans
terrible shit. Yeah, they say and do terrible shit. You see it all the time. So they're about to enter that, and like I'm kind of like she kind of seems built for it, like she's not that bothered by it. But I don't know if a lot of them are gonna be ready for the vitriol and like it hasn't happened yet. But eventually, one of them is gonna be in a primetime game and miss a shot to win a game on TV when everybody watching. And shit's gonna get bad. Shit is gonna get bad. I done seen shit get bad. LeBron didn't even use from the time I was in 10th grade up until now. He didn't even use Twitter during the playoffs and stuff like that. He called it like 0 Dark 30 mode or whatever like that. They're about to enter like this weird space, and I know a lot of these people that can hide behind their profiles, they get real edgy online, and I just want to see how it's gonna play out for the next generation of WNBA players, and that feeds into what's been going on the other side of entertainment with like Marvel when it comes to the show Ironheart that just came out. I don't know if y'all have seen Ironheart, but Ironheart it's not a continuance of Iron Man. It's like
it's actually a continuance of Black Panther.
I know it's Black Panther too.
It was a girl who was in Black Panther.
Yeah, it was the girl that was in Black Panther too, but at the same time, it incorporates that she really does want to be the next Tony Stark, and she has all of these plans.
And she's a smart ass.
Yeah, she's a genius. Just like a lot of people in the Marvel franchises are genius. And she's been getting criticized just because she has a show. She got review bombed before the show had even came out.
That's crazy.
Tons of negative reviews before anybody had even watched the show.
Tomatoes and stuff like that.
Yeah, just to get people to not want to see it. So what you been thinking while you've been seeing all of the drama?
I think it's trash, and I think these white people
not the show.
need to be dealt with accordingly. I think whenever there's black people who, for real, whenever there's black people who are thriving or doing something amazing, there always seems to be some issue when we're excellent and everybody else is mediocre. And I got a problem with that. Like, Ironheart is an amazing show. You know what I'm saying? I hated the way it ended. I ain't gonna hold you. I haven't
seen it end, so
I'm not gonna ruin it, but I hated the way it ended. I was like, come on.
Wait, so you like it? Let me.
I like it. I like it.
Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet.
I would give it, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
I think it's a 7 or 8.
Okay.
Okay, I'll probably go 5 or 6. So it's not crazy. It's not crazy.
Do you think if it had another season, do you think it can grow to be better? Or
I don't know if it
what
was.
What is it that why are you giving it a 5 or a 6?
The storyline wasn't that engaging to me. Like, I didn't really. The villain was like, what is this?
I mean, the hood as a villain. He's not a major.
Spoiler alert.
He's not a major villain. But what I'm saying is,
she's not a major character yet.
The story of she's a girl who lost her stepdad and her best friend, right? And so she's trying to create an artificial intelligence, right? Which, like Tony Stark has Jarvis, right, in his ear or whatever like that. She has a suit because she's trying to help people so that it doesn't happen to her, anybody else. What happened to her?
Yeah.
Right? So she's going through grief pushing it away, ain't coping with it, and she ends up creating an artificial intelligence that's like her best friend.
Okay.
Right? And so now she's trying to get money, you know what I'm saying, because she got kicked out of MIT, so she's trying to hustle. She's living in Chicago, she's trying to hustle and
Same
make...
story from Black Panther.
And so
Okay.
It's a to me, I like the show.
See, that's points against. That's negative.
Could it do more? Could it do more?
She right.
Could
It
it do
wasn't negative.
No, it is.
Could it do more? Could it be more action or whatever like that? Sure, I'm always for it. Let's actually like fight some people and bang some people up. You know what I'm saying? But pause. But I think that it's not as bad as people say it is, and I think the fact that you have these white people who care so much about things that they ignore, like canon. Canon is like what is historically in the comic books and stuff like that. You ignore that stuff because you don't like it. It's the same way when Falcon becomes Captain America.
They
you know
did
what I'm saying?
him dirty too.
They did Anthony Mackie dirty.
They did that whole promotion. I think it's Disney. I mean, even if we look at,
I don't think it's just Disney. I think it's.
I hear your point on like
Yeah.
the show and stuff like that, but I
Yeah.
think what we need to really circle around is that these are Black people who are in different spaces, and the outside, you know what I'm saying, are not looking at it to be up to par.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, yes, I do want to blame Disney as well because they're not pushing for the promo. Like Anthony Mackie as the new Captain America, that wasn't really much of a push as you would another type of Marvel situation or even the show. You know what I'm saying? Even the show with the witch, I
Wicked?
forget. No. The Marvel
WandaVision.
show. WandaVision and the
Fire.
other one. Fire. There was another one that was super fire.
Loki.
No, Loki was good too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like these,
Fire.
I remember the promos.
These are
for
also
those.
movies. These are also shows with major stars in them.
Yes.
And what it actually.
Anthony Mackie is not major though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
so
Papa
why?
Doc is. It's
He is
he's
Papa
known.
Doc.
He is that.
He's known for a lot of the Marvel stuff, but I wouldn't say. But I guess the Marvel movies have turned him into an international star.
But why
now.
are we? Why is Disney not promoting it as it would others? That's
I
why
think
people
Disney
are
has an
blaming.
issue.
People are blaming Disney because I think another particular actor. What's her name? Who was on Blackish? The youngest one. She just did a
Marseille Martin.
Yes, she had a show that was on Disney as well, and they cut it too. Like they're not giving them the money, the funds, or the promo to push these Black stories as they should.
I think
I think it has also to do with, unfortunately, this part is DEI stuff that's still going on.
I think they got the money in the budget for the promo. I think what it is Disney. What's the best way to put it? It's nothing they can do about all these racist white people that are fans of their product and act like assholes about it whenever they introduce a Black person.
So then that means Disney needs to step it up some to do a level out.
The problem that they have is I think Disney has a hard time marketing to Black people in general.
Whoa. Hold up.
Marvel.
I can't. Oh, you saying Disney in general? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My
Yeah,
bad.
I said
'Cause I'm about to be like
Disney in general has a hard time
Okay, I'll give you Disney.
when they roll out these shows and these movies and things like that. They have a hard time going. They just have a hard time figuring out where to send people. I mean, like
Even like Princess and the Frog.
Ironheart girl came up here. They sent her up here and she did a ticket show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She's doing radio. She's going to they do on the Good Morning Americas and all of that. I just don't think they know exactly how to market to people of color in general.
But see, what makes me when you say that makes me wonder if like, is that her own personal PR person?
No,
Or
they got.
is
They,
it- listen,
you don't
but
get
I'm
to do
but
that.
I'm saying you never know.
Oh, shit, me.
Yeah, they have a budget or they have money towards certain things, but will they really like? Maybe she has her own PR person that has to put together this plan, and it's not Disney's.
I doubt
PR
Disney
person.
let anybody do anything when it comes to their time. When it comes to their shit, I doubt they let anybody do anything out of the order that we want things with these checks and balances that we have. But yada yada
Then
yada.
I just think
it's
it would
billions.
be better though. Like if it's $1 billion company, I just think it would present itself better. If you have you got these projects and you got these funds and these budgets, it should be put into the artist and the actors in the show itself, because that's how you're gonna get your money back. If
If
you
you
push
think
it out the
about
right
it-
way, that's how you're gonna get your money
And
back.
if you look at the way that Black Panther,
That's what I was gonna say. It
showed
sold
out,
itself.
it sold itself. Black people want to be invested in Disney. Black people
But it
showed up
sold
to the
itself.
Black people showed up to the Little Mermaid. Black people showed up to
Sold
Black
itself.
Panther. Black people showing up for
But then
Ironheart.
you
Black,
say-
but that's what I'm saying.
you
like,
saying it sold itself makes it sound like they're lazy because they know it's gonna
It's
happen.
not really like when you look at it from their point of view. They put out those 2 Black Panther movies and made $1 billion, basically just off the fact that it was a black superhero. Before people knew the movie was good, it was already sold out.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that maybe they're not that good at doing it.
They probably need some black people in the room.
If they, yeah,
I
if they
get
don't,
Really, I mean,
They
but
need some
again,
black people in the
as I
room.
said, the DEI situation, they letting go of a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I mean, what are we gonna do? It's 2025, and you know the ICE folks is coming after everybody. So you just never know. They might be taking people out of the rooms.
but tell us
Yeah.
where they can find us, Desi.
You can follow. That's not my job.
Oh, you're right. Thanks.
That's your job.
Oh,
That's your job. I can tell you about our merch. I can tell you
yeah.
about.
Tell them about that coffee cup
I can
you're
tell you about
drinking.
this coffee cup that I have. You know, get a little tea out of here. You know, a little flavor. If you want to get comfortable, I can tell you about this.
If you want a pillow,
Pillow. I can tell you about that. We got some shirts that are probably coming out soon. You know, we got TikTok. They got videos and stuff. I can tell you.
we
About
got TikTok. They got videos.
I can tell you
VS.
about that. But go ahead, Austin.
VIS Unfiltered ATL on TikTok and YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Is it Voices in the Street Unfiltered? Voices in the Street
ATL.
Unfiltered on Instagram, ATL. And follow me, LIK So Stupid, on all platforms. Xavier.
Follow me at I'm Xavier Brandon on social media, except